Good evening. It's a little after 6 p.m. on January 22nd. I'll call this meeting of the Board of Selectmen to order. We are at the Senior Center on Forest Street. You would rise and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first order of business, approval of the minutes from January 8th, 2019.
So moved. Second?
Motion made and seconded. All in favor of that?
Aye.
And then approval of the executive session minutes from January 15th, 2019.
So moved. Second?
Motion made and seconded on that. All in favor?
Aye.
So, next I'll entertain a motion to approve school warrant number 1034 for $173,853.96. Water and sewer warrant 1035 for $24,555. General warrant number 1036 for $161,608.08. And payroll warrant number 15 for $325,083.25.
So moved. Second?
Motion made and seconded on that. All in favor?
Aye.
Next, financial items. Request for approval of auction. I guess we have some.
Yep, there's an email and then it was kind of buried into her other letter.
So we have some properties that were taken in tax title that are ready for sale. They've made their way through the land court. Looks like they're 29 Hillsville Road, 57 Gilbert Street, and 13 Oakham Road.
And we're saying that the tenant on Oakham should be given a,
Yeah, we'll have to send him a registered letter telling him that he's got 30 days to go.
yeah, that has to be done before the auction.
It should be done now,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should do that.
right?
Because we're paying insurance on that.
Nope,
Oh, we didn't pay
No.
insurance on that?
Nope.
Oh.
And we don't need to. We're not liable. The state statute specifically exempts cities or towns that take properties in tax title.
Okay.
So we're not liable for it. But if we're gonna sell it at auction, somebody's gonna buy it, we should not have any tenants in it.
Correct.
So we should.
right, because the people are more likely to buy it if there's not a tenant in there.
Right.
Yeah,
So who writes that letter? Us or the town council or?
I don't know, can we get Mr. Kiley to draft
Well,
one?
yeah, we have tons, I have tons of them.
Okay.
It's very simple. We can do that,
A
no
notice
problem.
to vacate nicely somehow?
Well, yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
it's like a pro forma thing.
Right.
It's just, you fill in the blanks type of thing,
Mhm.
so it's not anything that's
And
coming.
I'll send it registered mail, and if he
Yes,
won't pick it up, then I'll have,
sheriff serve it, somebody
yeah.
constable.
Yep,
Yep.
have them serve it.
All right, so I guess I will entertain a motion to, set an auction. I guess they're looking for the week of April 15th tentatively. So what do we need, just a motion to approve these for auction?
Right,
sale,
and to
or-
allow her to sign
Alright.
the contract with the auctioneer.
So moved. Second?
Motion made, second. Any further discussion needed on that item?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
You did.
Do you want to, talk about postponing the upcoming retirement?
Yeah,
Basically just gonna approve it, so. Oh, for Ann? Yeah.
Right,
oh, yeah. Well, the only reason they give a notice a year in advance is because that's a requirement from the town. In order to get their sick leave buyback, they have to notify us a year in advance.
yep.
Ann notified us originally of her intent to retire April of 2019, and she would now like to postpone. I, for one, would welcome that, so.
But that's her retirement time though, right? That was the 1 year, this letter? But-
Yeah,
so
if
she
you
doesn't
look
have
at
to give
the.
another, she doesn't have to give another year.
Right, the money's already been appropriated, we
Right.
can roll,
Correct.
we can roll it over.
We'll roll that over
Okay.
until
Yep.
she decides that she's ready to go.
Yeah, cause she has a few things she wants to clean up, the school roof and
Yeah,
the auctions, a few things.
and I would like to hold on to her as long as possible.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great asset to
I
the
talked to
town.
her today about replacements and stuff, she's got ideas she's gonna write down and come forward with
Yep,
in the future,
yep, perfect.
of how to make the transaction as
Okay.
So-
easy as possible for everybody.
Yeah. So do you want to motion that?
Motion to accept her
Postponement?
postponement.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Very good. Under financial items, I don't know if Chief Hallway has spoken to any of you. I just wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page, that the fire department is looking at a shortfall. That fire that they had, kind of sent them over, and then there's been some mutual aid calls. So it's just the fire response line item, not the other line items. So they've already been to FinCom. Joe's been to FinCom. FinCom knows about it. They have enough money in their emergency account, so. it
FinCom
is-
does?
FinCom does, yeah. Yep, and they're aware of it, so I think they'll be handling it. He just wanted us to be aware of it so that everybody knows.
So we don't know how much yet, but just.
Yeah, they're still,
Yep.
are we halfway, just over halfway through fiscal
Mhm,
year?
just about,
So-
yeah.
Oh, the Holden funds, did anybody get in touch with Julie about this?
Yep.
So
Yep.
what's the,
8,000.
8,000 is
they'll be
what he
happy.
wants?
Yep. Yep, and we've got 99, 91. What do we have in there?
99.74.
We have 99.74,
Okay.
and he wants 8,000 of it.
And he wants that for,
His workers' comp bill, he said that's a down payment on their workers' comp bill.
and that's for the EMS people, right?
Right.
That's not for the fire department.
Right, right, this is the emergency squad.
Yep. Well, I'll entertain a motion, if somebody wants to make a motion to approve that.
So moved.
Second?
Okay, motion made and second to transfer 8,000 to the EMS people. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Alright, so.
And that comes out of the
that's-
Holden?
Yeah, Holden Hospital gives us funds every year.
Yep.
We kinda divide them out. Gave some out already.
To the police chief, yep.
Yeah.
For the Narcan and some other stuff, I
Yep.
forget.
Yep.
Yep.
Could the remainder of that go to whatever else he needs?
Usually we like to leave a little bit in there
Something.
just in case something comes up. We'll get another allotment in July. So we'll have 1,900 in there now in case something comes up.
All right, so FinCom is taking care of the other amount of money that he was asking for.
Oh, for the fire department,
Yes,
right.
fire
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that they were notified of it in plenty of time to know their funds haven't been exhausted, but FinCom can only expend those funds for unanticipated, unforeseen type of things.
Mhm.
And that's why we broke up the fire department line items like we did. So the chief's salary and everybody's salaries, training salary is a set number. The
Mhm.
only thing that's unanticipated is fire calls, because we don't know how many they're gonna have,
Right.
how many bad ones, so.
Right, and the Holden money is for the delivery of emergency medical services, is the way it's worded. So you couldn't use it for fire
For
department
something else.
staffing or anything. It's the delivery of emergency medical services is what it says.
So does this qualify? They're using it for
Workman's comp.
workman's comp?
Yeah, I guess it's helping the ambulance squad deliver emergency services, I suppose.
Stay
yeah.
together so that.
Right.
Well, if you don't have workman's comp, you can't have workers.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. All right, new business, request for appointment to the Downtown Development Committee.
She's in Florida until the end of the month, if you're okay with appointing her tonight, otherwise she's willing to come back when
Well,
she's back
it's-
from Florida.
It's Marilyn Borst, right?
Yes, exactly.
Who is well known to us, I would
Yep.
imagine. You know
She,
Marilyn,
I
right?
don't know her, but I read the book.
Yeah.
It was very detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wrote the book about the history of the townhouse.
Yep,
and
yep.
She's been very active in the townhouse committee, so.
Yep.
So this is to the new committee, not the Friends.
Right, this is the
new
downtown
one.
development. This is the group that's looking to develop the entire downtown and surrounding areas, sidewalks, lighting, expansions,
Yep.
parking. Because once we get that, that opens up grant money from the state. So we need to have a plan there, looking into that plan, so.
Sounds like she'd be a good asset.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Anybody reservations at all about wanting her here or having her talk to us?
No, not at all.
All right.
I'm comfortable with that appointment.
Good. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
And there's a resignation.
Yep.
from the downtown.
It's, yeah, the spacing on his email is pretty big, but,
So who is
Yeah.
April
Adam.
Shabbat.
April
No,
is
it's-
resigning?
no, it's Adam.
Adam's
Oh,
resigning.
Adam's resigning,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought it was April.
Huh?
No, she forwarded the message to me, but it was from
Oh.
Adam.
Oh, I thought April was resigning.
All right.
Well, he just got on anyway, right?
Yeah,
Well,
sounds like timing commitment.
he seems to have a problem with time, like you said, so.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'd rather have him, resign than, try to fight for the time later.
Yeah.
Well, if he's leaving and she's coming on, then we still have,
Yeah, we're in
People.
good shape.
Yep.
So, yep, I'll accept a motion to accept, I guess.
So moved.
second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Jason, you want to read the North Brookfield Police Department's report for December 2018?
This year, the Toys for Joy drive was extremely successful. Officer Richard Karen and Officer Jeff Martin organized this event, including the Stuff a Bus event. Officer Christopher Donay and Officer Kyle Cassavant also assisted throughout with this program. This year's Toys for Joy program was able to provide toys and clothing to 65 children. I'd like to thank all the residents and businesses for their generous donations that make this program possible. There was the Cocoa with a Cop event held at the North Brookfield Elementary School this year. Numerous police agencies attended this event. Sergeant David Churchy, Officer Christopher Donay, Officer Richard Karen, Officer Ashley Jodoin, and I attended this event. This event included reading with the students as well as team building events. The police department began the process of installing the software needed for the Enforce 911 system. Once the system is installed and training is complete between the school employees and the police department, it will allow real-time communications in the event of an emergency. The following incidents were logged for December 2018. 35 incidents, 12 arrests, summons, and custody, 17 civil citations, 0 parking tickets, and 0 protection orders, 7 accidents, and 12 LTC and FIDs processed. Respectfully submitted, Mark Smith, Chief of Police.
I'll entertain a motion to accept the chief's report for December of 2018.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
John, you want to read the fire report for December of 2018?
The fire report from Joe Holloway, Chief. Good day, everyone. The month of December has been the busiest month in the last several years. 3 building fires, 1 stove fire, 2 medical assists, 2 water and ice rescues, 1 gas leak, 1 CO, 1 public service recorded, fire prevention assisted, 3 mutual aid cover stations, 1 false alarm, 5 small cooking fires, 20 incidents total. I want to thank all agencies for their assistance during all these calls. As you're aware, we had a fire on Nursery Ave that affected tenants. These folks have been receiving much needed assistance. All agencies that helped, I have contacted and personally thanked them for their dedicated help. I am extremely proud of my staff, our town administrations, and all the fire departments that come and help us as needed. Please take time while reading this to remind public to be sure smoke and carbon monoxide detectors are working. We just had a call a couple days ago that 4 people had to be transported regarding carbon monoxide in their home. They're all back home safe. North Brookfield Fire Department Chief Joe Holloway.
As I understand it, the ice, we had to send our hovercraft down to Brookfield, Holland to help out, which was a two-day thing. So somebody fell through the ice, and our hovercraft helped rescue them. So we're one of the only ones in the area. So that's why they get called out quite a bit with that piece of equipment. And then they responded to a fire in New Braintree, which I guess was significant, like the Nursery Ave one, so they're pretty busy. So I'll entertain a motion to accept the fire chief's report.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
There's a public comment period. Ray? You're the only public. Announcements. So there will be a special town meeting this Friday night, 7 p.m. at the school. It involves significant amounts of money. So if you are interested in the finances for the town, please make an effort to come to the special town meeting Friday night at 7 p.m. Jason, you want to do the election update?
The North Brookfield Annual Town Election is Monday, May 6th. Polling place is here at 29 Forest Street, the Senior Center. The polling hours are 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. The offices that are up, Selectmen 3 years. Dale Kiley will seek re-election. Moderator for 3 years. James Caldwell will seek re-election. Town Clerk 3 years. Sheila Buzzell will not seek re-election. Assessor for 3 years. Sheila Buzzell will seek re-election. School Committee 3 years. Megan Cloutier is the incumbent. Water Commissioner for 3 years. James Kolarski is the incumbent. Board of Health 3 years. Trevor Brusso is the incumbent. Board of Health for a 1-year term. Phoebe Permarini resigned. Cemetery Commission 3 years. Jason Petritis is the incumbent. Constables for 3 years. There are 3 of them. Dennis Trella will seek re-election. Ron Ryle and Tim Nason are the other 2 incumbents. Library Trustees, there are 2 for 3 years. Richard Miller is the incumbent, and Margaret Bodine will seek re-election. Planning Board 5 years. Bill King will seek re-election. Planning Board for a 2-year term to fill in where Dane Fallardo resigned. Playground Committee for 3 years. Joe Jablonski resigned. Housing Authority 5 years. Ron Ryle is the incumbent. All registration sessions and filing of nomination papers will take place at the Town Clerk's office at 215 North Main Street. The last day to file nomination papers is Monday, March 18th, 2019. 5 p.m. The last day to object or withdraw is Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019, 5 p.m. Last day to register to vote for the annual town election and annual town meeting is Tuesday, April 16th, 2019, from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Papers taken out and returned. Tara Hayes, Town Clerk for 3 years. Robert Locatelli, Board of Health for 1 year. Both of those, the papers were returned, and John Turner for Planning Board for 2 years. Hasn't returned the papers yet.
John, you want to do the dog licenses?
2019 dog licenses now available at the Town Clerk's office Tuesday and Thursday, 12 to 3 p.m. Tuesday evening, 5 to 8 p.m. Through the mail, send a self-addressed stamped envelope. The fees are $8 for spayed or neutered, $12 otherwise. Late fees per household. After June 1st, $5. After September 1st, $25. Please license your pets.
Public hearing will be held Tuesday, February 5th, 2019 at 6:15 PM here at the North Brookfield Senior Center, 29 Forest Street, North Brookfield, on a CDBG application. It'll be held during a Selectmen's meeting on February 5th, 6:15 PM. Public is encouraged to attend this hearing to discuss the town's fiscal year 2019 application to the Massachusetts Department of Housing and Community Development for up to $800,000 in community development block grant funding. Should the meeting be canceled due to inclement weather or for any other reason, the hearing will be postponed to February 19th, 2019 at 6:15 PM at the same location. The town of North Brookfield is seeking public input on potential grant-funded projects. Potential projects under development for the application currently include a housing rehabilitation program and an infrastructure improvement plan in the West Side neighborhood. Several primarily residential streets to the west of North Main Street. These projects were identified as priorities that are consistent with North Brookfield's community development strategy and other community planning. All persons with questions or comments regarding the grant application will have an opportunity to be heard. Those unable to attend may send written comments to the North Brookfield Board of Selectmen, 215 North Main Street, North Brookfield, Mass. 01535. If awarded, the Central Mass Planning Commission will assist the town with grant implementation and administration. The North Brookfield Senior Center is handicapped accessible. Persons who require special accommodations to attend the public meeting should contact the Selectmen's office at 508-867-0200 at least 2 business days prior to the hearing. For further information, contact Andrew Lowe at CMRPC. His number is 508-459-3339 or at aloe, spelled ALOEW, at cmrpc.org.
So this is just at our next meeting?
Yeah,
Okay,
yep, it'll be a hearing.
okay.
So wherever we are in the agenda, we'll stop at 6:15
Yep.
and open that hearing up.
Hopefully we get some more attendance.
Sure. January 26th, 2019, from 5 PM to 7 PM, the 11th Annual North Brookfield Hearts for Heat Spaghetti Dinner. It'll be at the North Brookfield Elementary School cafeteria. It's only $8, and it has a cap of $25 for a family of 4 or more. Takeout will be available. It will be assisted by students from the North Brookfield High School, National Honor Society, and Valley View School. It's supported by Hannaford Supermarket and sponsored with Hayden Masonic Lodge. There'll be live music featuring the local favorite, the Otters. If you haven't been, the music is very good and the food's good. It's a great time to come out. There'll be raffles and a 50-50 raffle. The raffles will be for gift certificates from Angel Nails, Jim's Pizza, North Brookfield Pizza Palace, St. Jean's, Salem Cross, Stats Sports Bar, Marks of Asgard Tattoo, Roland's Radiator, Transform Warm Yoga Studio. There'll be a pair of Red Sox tickets donated by Wally and Michelle Connor. There are Berkshire blanket gift donations, a signed Brad Stevens basketball, 2 tickets to a home Celtics game, and North Brookfield Savings Bank is matching up to $2,000 in donations. So come on out and let's get that up to $2,000. Okay. That's Saturday, right?
Yes, Saturday,
Saturday.
26th.
Yep, this coming Saturday. You're welcome.
All right, that's all the agenda items we have. Anything else?
I do have something real quick. I'd like to address some complaints that I heard, and I'd like people to be patient with the highway department. I think they're doing a really good job this year, and there were some complaints about the roads being worse than some of the surrounding towns. I'd like to point out that we have a highway department that is staffed approximately the same as some of the surrounding towns, but we have 87 miles of road, which is at least double all the other Brookfields, well, each, individually. And the state takes care of Route 9. So when you go out to Route 9 and you find that Route 9 is better than the North Brookfield roads, you have to remember that the state does that, and it allows the other towns to take care of their other side roads, where North Brookfield has to take care of all 87 miles themselves. So I think they're doing a great job, and you got to remember to have a little more patience. Thank you.
Yep. And also, salt does not melt snow and ice if it's below a certain degree. So when the snow's out and the ambient temperature of the air is cold enough, then the salt is useless. So just be cognizant of that.
Well, I think part of the problem too with this last storm is we got so much snow and then all that freezing rain on top of it made it difficult to clean up.
Right.
And then yesterday was quite cold. So
Yep.
just please be patient with the guys on the highway. They're working hard.
Very good. Anything?
No, I'm good.
Well, if there's no further business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second?
A motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Good night, all.